Hey, I'm Sam, and it's another early morning walk with Gertie. So it's a beautiful morning. It's a bit of a fine drizzle in the air, so I don't know whether it's going to start raining soon. You can just see the clouds hanging below the mountain tops. Just beautiful. I love Scotland. Come on, sausage, off we go. This is just a short walk in the morning, so she can go to the loo. I've been walking her all day, throughout the day, because she's used to being with more people, so it's just the two of us, so she needs lots of attention. So we've been going for walks several times a day, and then just lying on the sofa and having a doze. And she just needs touch. She needs to curl up and lie on top of me most of the time. So it's pretty blissful at the moment, actually, to be here and to be with such a lovely little dog. So one thing I forgot to say yesterday that I really wanted to say is, one of the revelations I've had lately. Oh, she's got a stick. One of the revelations I had lately, which really helped me. I think that if I can say it this way, as we come here, Gertie, come on. As we go through this, the process that we call healing, it's essentially, a process of being able to see more clearly, feel more deeply. So even though we know what happened to us, and superficially we know what that did to us in very powerful ways, we know how it shaped our identity and how we show up in relationships and how we show up in reality. We know that. But, the nature of what we experienced was so powerful and so universal that as young people or children, we had to smother those feelings inside, and we had to prevent ourselves from feeling too much, because it would just destroy us, possibly destroy our sanity. So later in life, that's exactly what happens. So, the process is really seeing more and more clearly, feeling more and more deeply the reality of not so much what happened, but what it did to you. That's what I think anyway, because that's exactly what I've experienced. And so one of the things that resolved into very clear focus over the last couple of weeks, which is why I feel such peace, I think, is I didn't realise quite how much I had turned all those... Gertie, come here. I didn't realise quite how much... She's been very calm this morning. Gertie. I tried her yesterday on the 20 or 30 metre lead. I think it's the 20 metre lead, but it just kept getting tangled up, so I'm sticking to this one. Yeah, I didn't realise quite how much all the justified, real, reasonable anger and frustration that should have been directed outwards turned inwards and was directed against me. So because I felt anger, because the home I grew up in was broken, and it always was. So the anger I felt and the frustration I felt turned outwards, and I destroyed. I just destroyed my environment. No one did anything. All I was doing was like crying out for help. So I thought I'd already displayed that anger, but I hadn't, because there was a deeper anger, there was a deeper frustration that was really wrapped around self-blame. Because this must be my fault. There must be something wrong with me. I must be unworthy of all the quite naturally arising feelings inside me that needed an answer from another, because we want to love, and we want to be loved. And because there's no answer to your requests to be loved, your need to bond, it's extremely confusing. So I turned all the anger and rage and sorrow against myself. And it was always very, very confusing to me why I was so cruel to myself. And all of my life, I treated myself appallingly. And, I've said this plenty of times in previous videos, but I have no clue really how I survived. It's absolutely incredible how resilient the human body and human mind is. But at the same time, I have survived. I really don't know how much time I have left, because I've, abused myself so thoroughly and so intensely over the years. I have to make peace with today, right now. And that's what we all need to do, make peace with today, because you don't know how much time you've got left. And if you've had a life of alcohol and drug abuse, you really don't. So you've got to make peace with yourself now and live today like it's the only day, because the truth is, it really is the only day. Make peace with yourself. Make peace with this moment. End the conflict inside. See clearly that all the cruelty you've inflicted upon yourself for all of your life, that's the anger that should have been turned outwards. And you may have already thought you turned that anger outwards, but it's also directed inwards. So, when I realised just how much anger I had turned against myself, everything made sense. Everything made sense. The drug abuse, the self-harm, the eating disorders, the broken relationships, the cruelty I directed against myself because I blamed myself. It was my fault. I was angry with myself for being so weak because I wanted to be loved. I hated myself because I wanted to be loved. So, I keep saying you need to see it all and feel it all. You don't actually need to see all of it and feel all of it. We need to feel enough. We need to feel enough to get us to the point of grief, get us to the point of clarity, see enough so that you're not destabilised by what you see. And eventually, as your bandwidth, as your stability broadens, when these moments of clarity, these realizations come up, they don't destabilize you, and you can feel, you can see. That's what it's all about. All we have is this moment. Gosh, look at the clouds. I've been up all these mountains around this loch. Beautiful. Hello, Gertie. So, we have to make peace with ourselves. If you can't make peace with yourself, getting tangled up here, you're being very calm this morning, sausage. If we can't make peace with ourselves, then how is there going to be ever any peace in your life? Hey, Gertie, have you made peace with yourself? I think she's made peace with herself. This is why I love dogs, and this is why dogs, over the last couple of years, brought me back from the edge and brought me back into a relationship, because they are absolutely, completely fine with being dogs. They don't question it. They don't live in the abstraction of their own trauma, in this false reality in our heads. They are here. Beautiful, beautiful creatures. So I think that's it, really. That's all I wanted to say this morning. She's got a stick. She's so funny. She's got like a stuffed duck because she's essentially a gun dog, first thing in the morning, she just always brings me the duck. Says, look what I've got, look what I've got. I say, you're a good girl. She's a good look. What's she got? What's she got? What's she got? What have you got? Gutty, Gutty, come on. Look, what have you got? You're a good girl. Ooh. And she makes this kind of little snorting noise. Oh. So, I think the owner told me that I think she was, come on, let's go. She was a failed gun dog because she kept bringing gifts to the. Oh no, I think she was always seeking validation. I know what that feels like. Come on, you. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Leave. So. You know, like I said yesterday, the inside is the outside. So what is your inner environment like? Is it calm? Is it patient? Come on, you, let's go. Is it calm? Is it patient? Is there kindness for yourself there? Is there compassion for yourself there? Because if there's not, if there's fragmentation and distortion and self-hate, self-cruelty, self-rejection, how is there ever going to be any harmony? So your inner state is your outer state, is your relationship to reality. Be patient. Be kind, be compassionate to yourself, and see how the world finds you in a different way. So, I'm leaving tomorrow morning, and I'm going straight to Rolo, a chocolate lab who's a complete maniac. It's about 5 miles down that side of the loch. So I'll probably, as long as the weather's not too windy, I'll record with Rolo tomorrow. And there's a beautiful walk near his house, and there's a waterfall and beautiful. Oh, you can't see the mountains from here. So anyway, thank you to everybody that, you know, I know I sound like a stuck record because I'm always saying thank you, but, you know, thanks so much to everybody that participates in the channel. Huge thank you to those that donate. And, yeah, I shall see you soon. Okay. Have a lovely day, everyone.